I mean, it was not the blood. But you know, even when they kept showing it.
All right, we're back online. Let's move on. Old business.
I make a motion to approve minutes.
I've got a motion by Jay to approve the minutes, second by Daniel. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, on our consent agenda, has all had opportunity to look over that? Are there any questions?
I just had one question or comment on that item A on the Lutney Road.
Yes.
A.
Ms. Wanda, yes, ma'am. It says approval budget amendment for county road, maintenance fund and bridges transfer funds to increase the due payment to the city of Brandon for overlay of Lutney Road. Is that, do you see it?
Yeah, right there, very beginning.
I was just thinking we'd already done all that. That's just the $150,000 that we were giving them for Lutney Road. Is that right?
105.
It's 150.
150,000.
That's what that is.
Right.
I thought we had approved it too, the day it came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Because the only other thing I wanted to add to that was for the people living on Lutney Road, is a time frame to get done. I don't know if they're talking about me or not.
Are you talking
Are y'all
about
following
our
us?
item here?
No, sir.
Sorry about that.
We have our number one consent. Daniel has a question about Lutney Road. We thought we already voted on that.
That item A under
Under
consent.
5, under consent.
I'm sorry, I thought y'all were looking at the same thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
My bad. It's the money sent to Lutney Road over there, Miss Wanda?
We did approve it, we just needed to include a budget amendment to add the funds.
Right, to add the funds to do it. Yeah, and I thought we put a time frame on that, didn't we? Do you remember off the top of your head?
I think we did.
I thought we put to the end of the fiscal year, October 1 or something like
I
that.
think so.
If we didn't, I want to do that before we.
I thought we did. I know we talked about it.
Yeah, I would. Do I
We
need
did put a time
Steve?
limit on it because I remember. Yeah, I thought it was a year, but and
We
then we
received
went
the
less than a
invoice.
year, I think.
Huh?
The city of Brandon has already provided an invoice for that.
Okay.
And I believe it was,
Daniel, are you suggesting what you're wanting is a deadline for them to actually improve the road?
Well, actually,
or begin construction?
actually spend the money we're giving them to do with the match they're giving it to pave Lutney Road for those people. I want a time frame on it. I guess.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
don't want
I
it just
thought we
sitting out
talked
there.
about that.
We did.
Yeah, I just can't
Did
remember
we
what
talk
it
about
was.
it, Jay?
I think we did.
Yeah.
If we haven't, and there needs to be clarity of it to make another motion on the same thing, I want to do that now in order to put a time frame. Because what I don't want to do is give the money and it sit there for 5 years and nobody ever pays Lutney Road.
Right.
I'm with
So
you.
I want Lutney Road paved, I guess is the point.
I'm with
So
you.
do I need to do anything to clear that
Yeah,
motion? If we don't have one,
You don't
do I
have,
need to-
we didn't do that?
Bob would remember.
I don't remember.
Is Bob gone?
I cannot remember.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we did it. I just don't remember the time frame. But what would you?
If I do it,
Well,
if I do a
we-
second motion
Why don't
now,
we look at
No,
it?
you
Is
have
that
to pull
effective?
that off.
Why don't we let them look it
What would
up?
you like for it to be?
October 1.
So here's what
October
we need to
this
do
year?
first. We need to take
It's
this
awesome.
off the consent.
Is it ready to do?
Because I don't want y'all
Is any reason
voting
wouldn't-
on something that's
Is
on the
it a
consent.
problem for them to be able to meet that?
We'll just take that off there.
All right,
Yeah.
Daniel, we're gonna entertain your motion to
Okay.
remove item 5A from the consent agenda
Okay.
and to put it under additional business
Yeah, okay.
on today's agenda.
Okay, we'll come back and talk about
And we'll come
it then.
back and get it,
So we're gonna need to make a motion to do that?
Yes.
please.
I'll make a motion.
Daniel makes a
All right.
motion to
Well,
approve the
second.
consent
All
agenda.
right, Daniel makes a motion.
Let me state your motion for you. Daniel's moving to approve the consent agenda conditioned upon item 5A being removed from the consent agenda and moved to additional business.
I'll second.
Sounds good.
I'll second that.
All right, we got a motion by Daniel, second by Jared. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Good.
Thank you.
Consent agenda is approved with the exception of item 5A.
All right, let's vote on, we hadn't gotten to that point, had we?
I think
We hadn't voted on
I
it.
think,
We will,
I think that did it.
we,
Yeah,
We
it's,
haven't voted
it's
on
now
it.
sitting waiting on you under additional
no, I'm talking
But
about,
the rest of consent's been approved, right?
we didn't vote. I said any other discussion.
Okay.
and- All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No, all right, that motion passes.
Okay.
Now, back to old business, no, we'll do that under other business when we
Right.
get there.
Right.
Okay. Miss Judy, you're next.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm asking permission for the three clerks that attended that training session on the coast. It's now time for them to take the test, and it's $50 apiece. It's the review session is this week, and then the test is on June 4th. So I need the authority for them to do that.
I make a motion that A is passed or allows these people to review and take their test.
Yep, second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Who's second?
Daniel, I'm
Daniel.
sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Passes. Go ahead, Ms. Judy.
And I'm just asking authority to attend the 2019 Maker Convention on the coast, July 14th to 18th. Pay any travel-related expenses.
Yep, so moved.
Second.
All right. Motion by Daniel, second by Jay. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. John Sullivan, who's doing John?
Miss Wanda will do John Miss Wanda will do John.
I mean, with that being said, I'll do John's. I'll make a motion to wrap A and B together and vote to approve both of those.
Second.
All right. Daniel made a motion, put A and B together and approve both of those listed on tax assessor. Jay seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Great job, Wanda. Great job.
Bridget?
Good morning.
Morning.
I have one item this morning. We received 3 proposals for the lawn maintenance contract. This morning, I'm recommending that we award it to Expressive Lawn and Landscape for annual cost of $26,556. That's a 2-year period with an option of another year.
Is that
after
who had it before?
Yes. We did take off the sirens and the tower sites this time.
Good.
Does
Because they weren't doing a very good job.
does
doing
this
that.
include
I just think somebody
your
wasn't
the
following up
road over
maintaining
there,
behind
one of
them
y'all's
until.
roads?
What?
Does this include
Huh?
Hugh Ward or whatever road
What?
it is that Mike never cut?
What?
No?
I understand they're not doing a very
Do
good
you
job.
know?
That's why she took them out. I asked her.
Does
Oh, you
this
took them out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we took
that's what I
them.
said, they're not doing a very good job.
This is just for the Rankin County properties. We took the tower sites and the
Took it out.
sirens off.
Word or Harrison?
Harrison. Isn't Harrison cutting?
Yeah, that's not in there.
That's not part of this.
And then Word eliminated some of
Yeah.
the site cutting, because he's cutting that
He's got
anyway.
it himself.
Yeah,
42 siren sites and 6 tower sites.
that weren't being cut, and we were paying to have it cut.
Okay.
So now,
All right.
Word's
Did
cutting
that change
himself.
did it change the cost?
Well, of course, it went down, but
That's
it's
what I'm
because we
asking,
took
yeah.
the other properties.
We should
off.
save money, because Word's been cutting
Yeah.
that. The problem with that, it just hasn't been getting cut.
Right.
All right. Do I have a motion to approve this contract?
So moved.
Second. Do I have a second?
Oh, yes, sir.
I thought you
Yes,
did
sir.
second.
Sorry. I thought you were seconding it too, I'm sorry.
Jay makes a motion, Daniel seconds it. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mike Harrison.
Morning.
Morning.
Road work accomplished for April and scheduled for May.
Yeah, I vote to approve.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Daniel, second by Jared.
Discussion.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, the work that you have, can you give me a detailed list of what you got scheduled for this coming month? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I can.
How long you
I got it right here on my chair if you want me to
Hey.
start naming it off.
How long you got?
Meet with Jay afterward.
I'm good.
Request approval for utility
Whoa, whoa,
permit.
whoa.
Yeah, I slowed, I missed it.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Go ahead, Mike.
Request approval for utility permit for AT&T to construct a copper cable utility along and across Oak Drive and to be installed between Spillway Road and Forest Point.
Ooh, okay, I vote to approve it. That just makes me want to throw up, because I know what's fixing to happen. You know what's fixing to happen?
Second.
I have a motion by Daniel, second by Jay. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Boy, those some weak eyes.
It's a weak vote.
I wanna pull C off until I confer with Mr. Slay.
All right.
Somehow we've got to figure out, we got to figure out something with C spot.
Thank you.
They either figuring to start removing, pulling everything up, they ain't even getting close to
We're
where
going
they
back
go.
down that road again?
Yes, sir.
So we'll just make sure that the record reflects that item C under Mike's section has been removed from the agenda.
Where are they working right now? C-Spire?
Baker Lane.
Baker Lane? That's all right. That's over.
All right. D,
Do we need to vote to take this off? Just, okay, go to D.
Authorize me to attend the pay management boot camp training, May 14th and 15th at Mill Conference Center, Starkville, Mississippi.
Yeah, so moved.
Second. All right. Daniel makes a motion, I second it. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Thank you.
I was fixing to say, you ought to be teaching it. All right, Mr. Parker.
Thank you, gentlemen. First item that I have on the agenda is our state aid project, our small one, LSRP 61-4. And this morning I'm recommending approval of a board order and a joint letter of acceptance on that project.
All right, do I have a motion?
Yeah, so moved.
Second. All right, Daniel makes a motion. Jay seconds. Any other discussion?
is that Air Spillway Road deal? Is that what that is?
Which one is it,
What is
Mr.
it?
Buster?
No, there were 4 roads in this one.
That's not the spillway.
Ones we did
That's already
earlier.
been done.
Ones we did earlier,
Right,
Yeah,
there
it's
were 4
completion
roads
of
in
one
this
we did
one, and then the big one had
right.
several more roads in it.
Yeah, it's not the spillway
Okay.
thing.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
And speaking of the Spillway Road North Shore project, what's happened is Hempfield had it, has been awarded it for the last 45 days, and they're slow rolling us. So they're waiting till the last possible day to start their work before penalties, and then they'll begin. So, thank you, Hempfield Construction.
Well, I don't want to say anything. They're supposed to start Oak Road next week.
They got more crews,
Good luck.
surely.
Good luck.
They told us in the meeting last week they intend to work them in tandem, so I think you should see some action, hopefully.
That would make sense. We've got equipment already out there.
No wonder they stopped Spillway in North Shore.
Yeah,
Bishop done gone in there and put them on another project.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, right.
You should have attended that meeting, I guess.
Oh.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Okay, the second item I have on there is our Andrew Chapel Road Bridge Replacement Project, and this morning I'm recommending approval of a change order number 1 in the amount of $81,885.25 and an additional 22 calendar working days. Now, the purpose of this change order is for, some people refer to the runarounds. You know, we pulled the box cover out of the big project and made it a project on its own, which is fine. Well, when they got ready to try to build the bypasses at these box covers, equipment wouldn't even stand up in there. I mean, it was bad. So anyway, what we did was we got the Soil Tech folks involved and determined what needed to be done. So this is actually construction work that will eventually be removed once the project is complete. And we've looked at pretty much all the alternatives. The other alternative, this is just delay the project for more than likely an extremely long time until that can be worked out, because that's the first thing that has to be done.
When I looked at it and talked to the people, they were talking about 3 months.
Yes, sir.
That would be August, trying to get just a turn around.
That's
in there.
exactly
Maybe dry
right.
enough then.
Well, that's what they were talking about. That it would take that long before
Yeah.
the ground, and then well, anyhow.
Good Lord.
By doing that and
Swamp.
having some other things that come about because of the time, I think we'd be out more money.
You would.
Without, well,
I
anyhow,
think
I
you
make a
would.
motion that
Now,
we approve.
Before, and I appreciate that, something I didn't mention in this change order. There's about $6,000 of this change order is it extending those box covers. If you recall, of course, we're designing on the main road, but we pull the box covers out, so that's what we concentrated on and figured as close as we could at that time, the length of what these covers will be. Now that we've gotten further in our roadway design, we see that those covers need to be a little bit, need to be extended a little bit. So there's about, I'm gonna say $6,000 of this total
Yeah.
is to make those box covers where they'll fit our new roadway properly.
Thank you. I make a motion that we pay that, go with this $81,000 addition and the 22 calendar days extended. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Daniel. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor? We have, any opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you. Item C is Fairlane Drive improvements. This is in District 4, and we're recommending approval of the construction drawings.
This is the little road
In the
that runs
Leesburg
off of
area.
J.C. Prestige or whatever?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right, do I have a motion? I make a motion that we go with, approve this,
Construction drawing.
yep. I'm not making a motion that we approve the construction drawing. I'm making a motion that you present it to us with your recommendations. We will look at it. All right, I made a motion, Daniel second. Any other discussion?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah,
It's a road, it's a county road that they're wanting to do, I mean, it feeds kind of through the woods and back to a field, where some people used to live. There's a house back there. But the road has been, just graded and kept up as a
Right.
gravel road, and we're making them enhance that road.
Oh, the developer's
Yeah.
gonna take.
Right,
the house?
that's
Oh,
correct.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Good job, Steve.
Thank you. All right, did we, we,
Sorry,
all
Joe.
right,
Nice
All-
vote. All right.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any other discussion? Any opposed? Motion passes. Greenfield Station.
Thank you. Greenfield Station Parkway, Part 3, we're recommending approval of the construction drawings on that project, and that is in District 3. And of course, Supervisor Morrow had to leave, but he informed us this morning that he is in favor of this and we recommend it.
So moved.
second.
All right, got a motion by Daniel, second by Jared. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item E, the last one, there again, this is in District 3, Sawgrass Lakes Part 3. We recommend approval of those construction drawings. The same situation there, Mr. Morris says he is in favor of that.
So moved.
Second. All right, Jay makes a motion, I second it. Any other discussion? No. Any opposed? I'm sorry. All right, motion passes.
Thank you.
You get all that, Larry?
Yep. Let's
Hey, man.
take care of me.
Yeah.
Sort it out. Mr. Morrow is not here to make the standard joint motion of all of those, so somebody else might have to step up
Can
and
we
do
just
that.
join all these together, Mr. Slade?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Morris. And items A through E will be joined together. Those are to set public hearings for May 15 at 9 a.m. And you see what those are in the respective districts.
Second.
All right, Jared made a motion, put these all in one, set. Jay seconded that motion. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None. Motion passes.
Mr. President, item F is the acknowledgement of receipt of a letter from Puckett Machinery Rental that's offering no-cost training to the sheriff's office on emergency response equipment that the sheriff was able to purchase through 4129-153. Your motion, if you so choose to approve it, would be to authorize the sheriff to accept the offer of no-cost training on this emergency equipment and then for the sheriff, at the request of Puckett Machinery Rental, to locate at his discretion any real property that could simulate the emergencies that would be encountered, so that it would be representative of how best to use this equipment. So the sheriff would be completely responsible for locating any property that would work for that training at no cost to Rankin County.
I make a motion that we accept this.
Approve
Second.
item F.
Yes.
Second.
All right, I made the motion, Jared seconds. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I
Ms.
will
Wanda.
need an executive session.
You will?
Sorry.
Ms. Wanda, you're next.
Good morning. Item number A, new Rankin County Courthouse Facilities. We request approval of pay application number 22 to Chris Albritton Construction Company in the amount of $350,000, $910.64, and authority to issue the check. And the contractor has requested 3 additional days due to the adverse weather conditions. And it is the opinion of JH&H that they should be entitled to these 3 additional days.
All right, do we have a motion? I make a motion that we approve this. Do we have a second?
I just, what pains me is the additional days.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's, I mean, pay them the $350,000.
I'm not forgiving any more days.
But take the days off of it.
And I'm
And
tell
just
you,
let them argue.
well,
about it.
because
I'm with you.
there's things you can be doing. The rain didn't stop that. And when I drive up there at 4 o'clock, 3:34, and there's nobody moving around over there, I'm against it.
Do you know how many extra days? I guess we should ask Carl that we've given them off the top of your head. It's been a
Well, I was
month.
just thinking, because originally, the completion was supposed to be May. Well, we're in May.
We're not even closed
And
in.
I don't even think, though, we've given them days to exceed to August yet. I don't think they've asked for that many days yet to even get to August. So how, I mean, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
at
understand.
present, where you will be, I don't have the math on this from the number
Yeah.
of days, but at present, where you will be is roughly July 24 on your substantial completion date.
All right, so what do we do
That's where you
then?
are now.
Now, like Jay said,
Okay.
where are we?
So if you give the 3 days, you'll be at July 24.
July 24.
Yes, but they're not done.
Yeah.
You will have additional requests for more days. You're going to be September.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think
You're going to be
At least.
September.
We'll be lucky to have it by the election.
You're going to be September. So what we can do is, with your permission, Mr. Cross, would be to modify the motion to approve the request for payment, the pay application, but not approve the request for additional days.
And then
Right,
maybe
right.
also if we would go back and check how many additional days we've given them,
Yeah.
just from my mind.
We'll get the architect to tell us where are we on substantial completion date as of today.
Yeah.
Okay, and get good clarification on that.
I'd be good for that if you're
Alright.
right on your motion.
Me too.
All right.
All right, then
Alright.
I'll make the second on that then.
All right.
So the motion would be to approve the pay application,
Minus the
to
days.
deny the request for additional days, and then we're moving on to item B.
All right, I made
After
the
you vote.
motion. Daniel seconded.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, move on to B. It passed.
Okay. The new Rankin County misdemeanor facility, we request approval of pay application number 15 to Flagstar Construction Company Incorporated in the amount of $253,674.52 and authority to issue that check. And Flagstar has requested 2 additional days to be added to their contract due to weather delays also.
Most approved.
How do you want to handle that one now?
There's 2 different companies.
Yeah, but they're about
One of
400
them-
yards
One
apart.
of them
Well, it's fixing to be
600,000
done.
under
One's on
budget.
Yeah, and,
One of them 600,000 under budget.
and almost done.
Yeah, I mean.
When's
think
his
we're ahead of
completion,
schedule
when's the
still.
completion date?
We-
I thought they said that was pretty
Yeah,
quick, though.
We don't have that information handy, sorry. We'll get both
I
bills.
think they said maybe by the end of May.
End of May is
I
what.
think they're on time.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Maybe even ahead.
So you'll recall that they started about 6 months after the courthouse,
Right.
and they're gonna finish
But it's not
3
nearly as
months.
complex.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
right,
I
you're right.
can't
So I'm being a
compare
little
apples and
unfair.
All right, what's the motion?
I make
Just like you
most
said.
approved.
All right, Jay makes a motion to approve it as it is. Daniel seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
President.
He needs to be here, don't he? Yep, I agree.
Mr. President, we
Any other
moved-
additional business?
Yes, sir. We moved item 5A from the
Okay.
consent agenda.
Yep.
To the additional business section of our agenda. This is concerning Luckney Road and the action of the board in authorizing payment of $150,000. We located the minute entry on that. There is not a reference to a time frame on the minutes itself. I do recall that there was a discussion about that. We are gathering up the actual MOU that the attorney for the city of Brandon executed. This is the document that that shows an agreement between the county and the city with respect to that payment and their construction of Luckney Road. My recollection is that there's some reference in there about the time frame. So we're going to look at that. If I could get you guys to indulge us, we will take that up momentarily. Why don't we go ahead and consider whether we have a need to go into executive session and try to take care of that. And then when we come back out of executive, we'll talk about Luckney.
So we was going to talk about our bond stuff today, but Bob's gone. And when
Actually,
we supposed to have-
we said the
Jay,
13th.
when we concluded the meeting on, at the work session, we discussed you guys recessing out of this meeting to a date certain so that y'all can discuss that because we knew Bob wasn't going to be here. So we talked about the 13th, and we want to talk to you guys.
So we'll recess to the 13th.
Yes, sir,
That's
but
not
we
what
want
we'll
to
do.
talk to y'all
Gotcha.
about,
Okay,
we want to
13th.
talk to y'all about a
Wait.
date.
Okay.
I think let's talk about the 13th date also.
Yes, sir. So at the appropriate time, when we get ready to recess, we will, as you'll see, we've got it on the agenda as recessing to May 13, but we don't have a time frame, and we need to talk about whether the 13th is going to work or not before we do that, but that'll be at the point in time we get ready to recess out of here.
Yep.
Okay? So y'all need to discuss the need to go into executive session on a matter of litigation.
All right.
I make a motion to discuss the need to
Second.
go into executive session.
Second.
Litigation.
All right, got a first, make the motion by Jay, second by Jared. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes to go into executive session.
Hey, Mike. Harrison, road guy.
I was expecting to see y'all. We'll see who was gonna run up here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go, but I pushed it your way.
I sent that email yesterday about the road chase.
What's up? How you doing?
How many
Hey.
lots do you have for sale over there? Yeah. What are they, about what is your price range? All right, so those are 2, 3 to 1, okay, yeah, about 2 to 4. Okay. Yeah.
Anything, all the parameters on North Shore. I know you got a little access road to cut this way Mike wants.